Coming up on today's show, UFC Heavyweight Francis Ngannou returns home to Cameroon for a fight of a different kind. Cory Sandhagen breaks down the key weapons in his signature series. And we take an all-access look at Sasha Palatnikov's bonus-winning debut performance.
What a performance by Palatnikov.
Hello and welcome to UFC Connected. Proudly representing Cameroon on the world stage, UFC heavyweight Francis Ngannou has become a hero and inspiration to his people. Determined to give back to the community where it all began, Francis established a foundation that's aimed at providing the type of opportunities he only dreamed about as a child. We joined Francis on his recent trip back to his home village of Bati to see the impact his work is having on the local scene.
This is my country where I'm born. The landscape, the trees, the grass, they are all green. You can see houses between trees. It's my nest. This is where I come. It's so familiar to me. That's why I always come back to see it and to remember where I came from. Welcome to Bati.
Je suis M. Dombou, maire de la commune de Bati. S'agissant de l'impact que notre champion, notre fils Francis Ngannou a sur le village, la communauté Bati, je dirais que c'est quelque chose pour nous qui est extraordinaire. C'est quelqu'un qui a été parmi nous ici et qui, quand même il est parti, était toujours fréquent ici. Comme il a réussi, le village en profitera. Parce que nous voyons qu'il n'est pas le genre d'enfant qui réussit et qui en jouit seul.
Derrière chaque malheur se cache le bonheur. Le chantier de la gloire est toujours plein d'embûches. Mais la vie appartient qu'aux battants. La vie, c'est un combat. Le combat, c'est pas que entrer dans la cage et combattre. C'est ce que vous faites tous les jours là, c'est le combat. So this is the Francis Ngannou Foundation, where we have kids training here and keep them in action and allow them to dream, because in the whole country, this is the first facility that is fully set up for a combat sport. I was always dreaming about the person to come here and build a gym so I can use the gym to chase my dream. So I decided to be that person for other kids who are out here, and probably some of them have a dream that I had.
Ce complexe a donné l'occasion à notre jeunesse de toucher, de s'entraîner dans une structure, n'est-ce pas, dont les équipements sont du genre que beaucoup de gens ne voient qu'à la télévision. Et même si tous ne deviendront pas des grands champions comme Francis, nous pensons que cet centre va avoir un grand apport pour les jeunes. D'abord, pour leur construction, pour leur développement personnel. Parce que ça leur donne l'occasion de voir qu'ils ont des possibilités qu'ils ne pensaient pas avoir.
J'ai commencé ici, dans la base, dans ce centre de formation qui a été fondé par l'autre grand frère, M. Francis Ngannou. Lorsqu'il a mené ce centre de formation, pour moi, c'était un choc. Ça m'a touché tellement au fond du cœur. J'étais tellement fier, tellement content. Je n'ai pas su comment. Je sentais aussi cette envie de pouvoir aussi faire aussi ce même combat, ce même rêve que lui aussi il a espéré et qu'il est arrivé là. qu'il a porté là maintenant, je sais qu'avec mon espoir et l'inspiration, il peut arriver.
Pour nous, un motif de fierté, mais aussi un motif d'espoir que nous présentons aux jeunes comme un modèle. On dit, voilà, l'exemple de Francis doit vous faire comprendre que s'il est patient, s'il est méthodique et s'il est honnête, il peut arriver à de très grandes choses.
For the future, we're gonna try to extend the Francis Ngannou Foundation across the country, and why not across the continent, across Africa, to give more, because I know exactly what's the reality here. Unfortunately, it's not a great reality. I want to, on my level, to provide a little bit of opportunity to those kids with the foundation. I decided to trying to bring my own contribution to the local combat sport, since we got these Oga videos.
Francis Ngannou, I refer you, je t'ai checké. Je suis entendu que tu tapais les gens en 17 secondes. 17 secondes, tu tapais quelqu'un, à ce moment, je t'ai tapé 8 secondes. Et puis, ami, I'm off.
Il y a Oga qui m'a officiellement demandé un combat. Le défi a été accepté. It was a perfect time to promote sport, to promote the foundation, and to put light on our athletes out here.
Vous allez vous lancer à côté.
And the winner,
I am the man who asked the challenge from Ngannou. Predator Ngannou usually beat European people, American people, but now you meet African man. I'm ready.
He's a comedian. I know him a long time ago. This is not a typical fight, This is just like an exhibition. So we have to be very, very careful not to kill him.
Mesdames et messieurs, sous vos ovations, sur le ring, Francis Ngannou, le prédateur.
L'origine, la racine de l'homme, c'est ce qui fait l'homme. Pour savoir où on va, il faut déjà savoir où on vient. Et c'est d'ici que je viens. Et pour moi, être ici aujourd'hui, ce soir, réaliser aussi un rêve qui était de combattre un jour sur le territoire national, même si ce n'est qu'avec Oga.
This event went so great. People in different countries like Congo, Gabon, asking me how they can do such an event. And the fighter that fought that night, they get all excited. And I'm sure that every of them would go back in the gym on the next day. And that's the main goal of this event. It was to push them, to give them something, to allow them to keep dreaming and get excited, because they see that there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
UFC bantamweight contender Cory Sandhagen is a proven finisher inside the octagon. His unique physical and technical ability have combined to create one of the most efficient and devastating styles on the UFC roster. The Sandman details his skill set and breaks down his most effective moves in Signature Series.
I'm Cory Sandhagen, and this is my Signature Series. My style is really a compilation of all of the martial arts that I've watched in the last 12 years of my life since I started this journey.
Oh, Cory Sandhagen does it again!
It's come from a lot of watching the past, but it's also a lot of me trying to invent as many things as I can and be on the cutting edge of martial arts today. The body frame that I have, I'm much rangier and a lot more lanky than a lot of the guys in the division. Also being very defensive in my fights makes my style very efficient. First move, the jab. My jab is definitely a really important part of my game. I can keep people at bay with it, I can hit them as they step in, and I can use it efficiently to set up my more powerful techniques. The easiest way to get your jab countered is by committing to the jab every single time, so you don't want to do that. What you want to do is use your jab as kind of a feeler. Sometimes I'm just hitting their hands, sometimes I'm aiming a couple inches short of their face, setting up your more powerful technique. Sometimes you can step, sometimes you can't step. Sometimes it's better to step right, sometimes it's better to step left, forward, backwards. Those are not the important parts to me. It's more about how you're using it and making sure that you're in a good body position while you're using it. First thing that's important is making sure that my body is underneath me. Whether you're moving forwards, backwards, left, or right, your feet, your hips, and your shoulders also need to move. So if you're going to move your jab forward, you need to step forward. If you're going to throw your jab off to the left, your body, your shoulders, and your feet need to also move to the left. When I was using the jab at its most efficient is when I was fighting John Lineker. John Lineker is, a shade over 5 foot. He has little limbs, but he can chuck very hard punches.
Lineker throwing bombs low and high here early.
But while he's throwing those bombs, I'm scoring much cleaner shots.
Nice fast jab there by Sandhagen.
While Lineker's standing and waiting to land the big shot, Sandhagen's faking, coming out, coming in. It adds up as the rounds build. That's fundamentals, that's smart.
My jab is definitely on display in that fight. Next up, the left hook to the body. Getting hit in the liver, I think, is 10 times worse than getting hit in the face.
That's his best punch, in my opinion, is that liver shot he throws.
You can always tell when you've landed a good body shot because the opponent can't hide it.
Oh, beautiful body shot from Sandhagen.
Their elbow gets a little bit tighter. You see them take a couple steps back. You see their demeanor change. When you're throwing the left hook to the body, you need to be driving your feet into the ground because that's going to make you heavier. When you're driving your feet into the ground and you twist in your hips, which is where a lot of the power comes from with driving into the ground, when you twist your hips, you need to pretend that you have a tail. You're whipping that tail as hard as you can, and you're letting your arm be that tail. If their guard is up, you're just aiming right underneath that elbow. If they don't have a very good guard, you're aiming just between the belly button and the edge of their body.
Oh! Arnett goes down.
It's a shot that you just can't take too many of. I don't care how tough you are, the organs don't like being punched.
To go to the liver the way he did, that's just game plan and a lot of boxing fundamentals. Good job.
Finally, the flying knee. The flying knee is one of the most spectacular moves in combat sports because the knee is just a really nasty thing to get hit with. There's 2 really good times to throw the flying knee. When someone takes a step towards you and you just fill that space with a really devastating shot. And then the other time is when they're on their heels backing up and you leap at them from a long range where they're not prepared for that.
Oh! Huge flying knee for Sandhagen. Mouthpiece goes flying.
The flying knee isn't the most technical thing in the world. It's just knowing when to throw it You want to throw it into space, hoping that they step in. It doesn't need to be the perfect technique in order to score it. It's just one of those things where I'm going to throw this thing really hard, and if you run into it, it's going to be a bad night for you. When I was fighting Frankie Edgar, Frankie wasn't moving backwards at all.
Frankie Edgar, trademark pressure moving forward.
When you do that, it makes it really obvious that they're going to be there for whatever you throw in that range. Frankie threw a couple combinations, started coming at me again, and I threw the flying knee into that space. It landed very devastatingly.
Flying knee, hurricanes out! Cory Sandhagen with a highlight for the ages!
Part of it is the power that I was able to generate, but a lot of it was Frankie moving forward. And that just makes for a really nasty, head-on collision.
Absolutely perfect. That's the only way you could put it.
Sasha Palatnikov is the first Hong Kong-born fighter to be signed by the UFC. Palatnikov made his much-anticipated debut against a highly touted Contender Series graduate, Louis Cosi, and those two engaged in a fight of the night performance at UFC 255. Let's see how it all went down as we join Sasha Palatnikov on his debut day.
Live from the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. This is UFC 255, Figueiredo versus Perez. Louis Cosi makes his debut tonight. He will do so against fellow newcomer Sasha Palatnikov.
Sasha got out to syndicate with us about a year ago. You never know what you're gonna get with first-time fighters especially, but very calm, cool, collected. He's one of the more athletic, explosive guys that we have at the gym. I think he's gonna go out there and look like a seasoned veteran. Hey, we're getting strong here, but if you touch me with that knee and kick right back down to it, here. It is a little easier for the first-time fighters with this COVID thing and not having the huge crowd in the arenas and all that stuff to go on. I think you're gonna see some fireworks tonight. Enjoy it. Take every moment in on this, man. This is the fun time. This is what we dream of. This is what we work for.
All right, Sasha, it's your time, brother. Let's make it happen, man.
This is it.
All right, here's the highly touted Sasha Palatnikov arriving at his UFC debut at 31 years of age. He is a lifelong boxer and kickboxer, and we'll see how it goes for him tonight.
All right, it's go time, buddy. Just another day at the office. This is it.
The undefeated 25-year-old Californian Louis Cosi also arriving at his UFC debut here tonight. And longest fight for this man, 4 minutes and 34 seconds. And he uses a lot of verbs like butcher and maul. More often than not when Cosi fights, it's a quick night at the office.
Ready, start. Here we go. Ready, start. Fight. Chin down, hands up, loose and long.
Cosi caught the foot.
Watch here, pull it down and out.
Oh, Palatnikov trying to roll out of that, but Cosi all over him. Palatnikov's in trouble here.
There was no reason to try that forward roll there. He needs to just fight the hands. Now he finds himself.
Man, he's in real trouble now. He's getting stung.
If Cosi breaks space and lands one good punch, he can put him out.
Cosi put a hurting on him there. Oh, yeah, he caught him with a big left. Oh, yeah.
We gotta move, Sasha.
Palatnikov is tough, though. Look at this. He got back up to his feet. Oh, he stung him coming in.
Good, let's go.
The tide turns here, 2.5 minutes in.
Oh,
huge elbow from Palatnikov.
Shot.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
30 seconds. On the list, 30 seconds left. 30 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh! Sitting back fist from Palatnikov late in the round.
Go, hard.
Wow.
Round 2 coming up.
Okay, listen. You are way too technical for this, dude. Let's not sit and brawl. We won that round, but it was close, so let's make sure we get out there and we steal this round.
Second round, here we go.
On those toes. Moving, take a walk. Sprawl, turn the corner, hands, keep it going.
Cosi's in trouble. Look how relaxed Sasha is. Oh, another spinning back fist.
Break an elbow, break an elbow.
Go, finish strong, finish strong, finish strong.
All right, 10 minutes down. Third round next.
Good job. This is it right here, last round. Yeah. You're winning this fight. Yes, so let's go out and do more. If you put a couple combinations together, you're gonna put this guy down. Take some water. This is it. This is 5 minutes for everything you want. 5 minutes for everything you want.
Last round, guys. Fight.
The Cosi corner does not want his back up against the fence. Pretty effective work.
Oh!
Right on the belt line there.
And Cosi responds with a high kick.
Pick and poke, let's go. There you go. Yep, all day. Come back with that too. There you go.
Oh! What a right hand.
Sprawl.
Little desperation shot from Cosi. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh, he's got him hurt bad. He couldn't stop it. It's over.
Sasha Polotnikov!
What a performance by Sasha Palatnikov. Wow. Wow.
That was a scrap. Everybody watching Russia, Hong Kong, Vegas, everywhere in the world. I'm here, baby.
Declaring the winner by TKO, Sasha Polotnikov.
You know, baby. You know.
That's as good as it can get, you know, exciting fight. You knew that guy was gonna come out, guns a-blazing. We just had to weather that first storm, take him deep, and then finish him.
Congratulations, sir. How does it feel?
Oh my goodness, Joe. This is what I've been working for my whole life, and 2 weeks notice, UFC gives me that call. You know, I'm a little bit marked up, but hey, you give me a full camp and I take out anyone in that division, I'm telling you.
Absolutely, brother. Freaking great. And good in the cage, good on the mic, you're just a little bit more handsome. It's perfect. I was blessed to just get this opportunity, and I'm just so glad that it worked out. You know, I had so much support from Russia, Hong Kong, US. I felt like an international superstar without even doing anything, so I had to go in there and perform. Where's home for you? Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
He lives here, but I live here now.
But your Cantonese is pretty good, huh?
She's a great.
That's pretty good.
It was a great fight from what I understand, and yeah, man, I just feel amazing. I can't wait to heal up and get back in there. This is the start. This is the beginning, baby. So I'm just so happy. I'm like getting emotional. But yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. Super happy. There's certain things you can teach and certain things you can't teach. Sasha has a lot of those things that are he's just born with them. He's got that toughness, that grittiness in there that you just hope every fighter has. You know, in the ability to go out there and perform like he did tonight in those circumstances on 2 weeks' notice and fight like that. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
Well, that's all for this episode. Get in touch and give us your thoughts online by using the hashtag UFC Connected. Until next time, I'm Megan O'Leary, and I'll see you at the fights.